In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable Supabase Authentication, Auth Setup Guide 2026. Let's start by heading to the Supabase website. Open your browser and go to the Supabase homepage. If you're new to the platform, you'll see clear prompts to get started. But if you already have an account, go ahead and sign in. The login is straightforward. Use your preferred sign-in method and complete any two-factor prompts you might have enabled. After logging in, you'll land on the dashboard. Here, choose the organization that contains the project you want to work with. Organizations help you separate projects by team or client, so pick the right one to avoid confusion later. Once inside the organization, open your existing project. If you don't have one yet, you can create a new project and then follow along from here. But I'll proceed with an existing setup so you can see where everything lives in a real environment. Inside a project, you'll find your database, storage, and APIs all managed together, which is why enabling authentication here ties directly into your app's data and access patterns. On the left-hand menu, you'll see the main navigation for the project. Click Authentication. This is your control center for everything related to users, sessions, and sign-in methods. In the authentication area, start by enabling the core features you need. Make sure user signups are allowed if you want people to create accounts, and review email settings if you plan to support email and password or magic links. It's a good idea to confirm your site URL so that redirects during sign-in or sign-out behave correctly. Save your changes as you go so nothing gets lost. Next, head to the Provider section. This is where you choose which sign-in methods your application will support. You can enable email and password, passwordless magic links, phone-based OTP, and popular OAuth providers like Google or GitHub. Turn on the providers you plan to use. For OAuth, you'll need to paste the client ID and client secret you get from the provider's developer console. And you'll want to add the correct redirect URLs for both development and production. Supabase will show you the exact callback patterns you need. Be careful not to expose any secrets publicly and store them securely. Finally, confirm that your selections are saved and that signups are enabled if you want new users to register. At this point, authentication is active for your project, and your chosen providers are ready to use. From here, you can integrate the Supabase JS client in your app to handle sign-in, sign-up, and session management using the providers you just configured.